He's dead. That's who I want. He's fucking dead. Shout out to Memphis, but I just placed you back in your call.
Hold on. I think Lush is on right now. Okay. Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's good, my folks?
What's good, bro?
I know this ain't Lush One, because, you know, I already told Lush, you know, just for missing my battle today, we can't be in the same room no more.
Oh, my God, what have I done?
Yep.
What's good?
What's up, man?
Hey, man, you just a bunch of dope-ass battles we had, bro.
Man, so yeah, break it down. Who's just getting busy?
I don't want to toot my own horn, but you know.
But you know,
here we go.
I don't want to self-congratulate or nothing, but I was amazing.
Yeah, like not to be cocky.
Go in flames. Can't kill
Ron
Jeremy.
Some niggas
that nigga
died.
went in.
Yeah, he did. Ron Jeremy. I don't even that name makes me uncomfortable, but yeah, he did his thing.
Hey, you know what? You got to be very, very, very cautious of anybody that has two first names. If you have a first name for your last name, I do not trust you.
Exactly.
What about a third name?
My nigga is Alex Stevens.
You know,
like that just sounds like a murderer.
I mean, if you're named Clark Kent, that's like hell sus to me. I don't know.
Well, actually, two names are for the
like,
good people. Three.
Ain't Ron Jeremy the porn star name though? Like that's what I keep thinking.
Yeah,
like.
Ron Jeremy is like
right.
fucking. If like Madness was railing 40 bars from the back.
No. If Madness hit 40 bars, I'm done with life. I'm done.
I can't do it. I'm done. That's it.
I think Madness is like though.
Yeah.
Man, I'm out here watching these Indians play tennis.
That's right.
Living a life.
So what's going on with you, Lush, though? Yeah, like what you got in the works, bro? We know you got the Ether event and shit. What's going on?
Yeah. So we finalizing the card for all that shit. You know what I'm saying? We got I'm not gonna like say who they battling, but we got Arsenal on the card. We got Thesaurus on the card. We got, you know what I'm saying? We got another big mainstream battle. No, it's not the Bizarre Daylight thing. It's another big rap star though stepping in. We got crazy shit, dog. We got Ill Will on the card. We got fucking yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's
yo, fly me out there. What's up, bro?
And apparently it's looking like we're gonna have a real dope female battle. You know what I'm saying? You know I've been fucking with Bonnie for a minute. That's my home gal. So it's like
yeah.
So Bonnie,
I'm
gonna get her. Bonnie gonna be in the mix. She's got a dope opponent too, another dope female, one of the top girls. And so just do the math on who she ain't battled yet, and you can figure out probably who it is, because there's only a handful.
I think I already know.
Yeah, what's your guess? Let me hear. I just want to know what you think.
As the clapper, should I?
No, it ain't her. It ain't.
Oh,
her.
okay.
That would be tight. That would be tight.
Is it official?
Now you might be a little bit warmer, my boy. Y'all
I'm on the right track.
I haven't been fucking with drugs for a while. I've been really clear-minded lately, just like to use just weed or whatever. But I'm on a Xanax right now, so I'm fucking loose. Like y'all can probably get me to say some whatever right now.
How much disaster
This disaster getting $50,000.
Ooh, look, hey, I'm about to sign up to be a battle rapper for real.
Well, you gotta understand something. Like Disaster is my artist. You feel me? We've been working together.
Yeah, that's true.
I started managing him officially a week after the map thing because it sucked and I was super pissed at him. Just because it was. I didn't want him to do that. I didn't want that shit to go down. But at the same time, he's a good ass homie and shit. And the thing is, and this is the same shit I've said to Diz. I've said this to Math. I've said this to Ars. I've said this to Organic. And every time it does, it really resonates with people that when I'm talking to dudes like that, who are motherfuckers that literally built this entire thing from its inception. Like, let's talk about Math for a minute. Math Hoffa versus Iron Solomon, that battle was, like, so overlooked nowadays by these New Jack booty holes that don't understand the fucking, like, where they're coming from. You feel me? Like, Iron versus Math literally set off the entire YouTube era of battle rap, and that inspired so many people. So for Math Hoffa to not be taking at a time like this, when there's all this corporate money getting thrown around, and who knows, like, hopefully that window stays open forever, but, you know, like, regardless of that, like, motherfuckers deserve to eat right now who built this shit, because money's out there, and dudes like Math, dudes like Arth, dudes like Diz, I wasn't going to allow them to be fucking put on the shelf when this money was getting distributed. And, you know, Diz was in a really bad situation. Dude was super depressed, like, on some trail shit. Like, he's never not had a battle on his schedule in his life since, like, he started doing this shit. So it's like he really felt hopeless, directionless. He was at a low point. And, like, I was like, you know what, like, it's not fair that everybody's about to bubble and you ain't going to be a part of that, especially because of what you mean to the West Coast in particular. And, like, us out here, the way we look at it, what he's done for King of the Dot that gets so overlooked, you know what I mean? What he's done for just, like, for all of us, you know? And it was important, and not to mention the fact that there ain't nobody in battle rap that, like, as far as an organizer and a superstar top-tier battler who have the type of relationship that Diz and I do. It's like Smack is not as close with any of those dudes as I am with Diz. You know what I mean? Like we for real kick it. That's my partner like that. So, like, you know, just even though he drives me fucking nuts and I can't stand him, like, on the other hand, but still. So I was like, all right, like, we needed to get Diz a fucking battle. And the dude, like, Alki, you know, shout out to the big homie Alki, Film On, like, he was feeling Diz, and really you wanted to get him cashed out. To be honest with you, Diz could have got more money and chosen a different opponent. But there was an offer for 75 racks on the table for Diz. And I was like, look, bro, trill talk, bro, trill talk. He was like, and the dude didn't want to. I was like, look, bro, you have an opportunity to, like, really, really be comfortable, you know, on a serious level for a while off of this shit, and, like, and position yourself and, like, invest in yourself and it's a good move. But, you know, like, if you want to battle Cass, it's going to be for less dough, and it's going to be, like, and he's going to be getting more dough than you, and, like, it's just, you know, I laid out the whole situation for him, and, like, he made the decision to go ahead and do that. He was like, yes, I wanted to. So for him, it's about more than the fucking money, even though, yeah, he is finally getting cashed out, and all the other battle rappers, when they fuck with me, they get paid better than they pay anywhere else, by far. That's why they're all psyched right now. But regardless, because, you know, fools ain't got long paper like this. Fools is broke. They frontin'. I got paper, you feel me? Like, I get more in a fucking month than they get paid all year off of battle rap. Trill talk. I actually fucking eat off this shit now. And the thing, I'm not saying that on some, like, braggadocious shit. It's just a matter of motherfucking fact, because fools be frontin', and I don't be. Now, the thing is, it was like, obviously the money's important, but there's much more at stake, and Diz knew that this was the match that needed to go down, so, yeah, 50 stacks.
Yeah.
Get mad all you fucking want, you feel me? Like, come through to 5700 block Clemson and come say some shit, you feel me? Be like, yo, fuck Lush One, go out there and holler that, see what happens.
Turn up. Shit.
Yeah, man. I mean, y'all definitely doing it, man. You took it to a new level with that, man. With the new with the Film on TV collaboration. You know, I don't think people were expecting that.
Well, no, and it's good. People need to be thinking outside the box. You know, I got a lot of respect for Smack, how we got the Ultimate Freestyle Friday thing popping. Total Slaughter, really, you know, people can say what they want, but it definitely brought a lot of new attention to this battle thing. So, that, like, you know, the new media realms, that's where fools need to be stepping in, because the current business model was not working. Fools were doing the same shit, and it was just like a cycle of losing money that was going to eventually run itself into the ground. I don't care how many fucking trick-ass fanboys want to throw their name in the hat as quasi-promoters. You know what I mean? Like, it don't fucking matter. That's not enough to keep the shit lit. Like, we needed to make that move. And I'll tell you what, with Film On, above and beyond the fact that we have this crazy-ass fucking event that we're going to have, like, the thing that's going to really trip people out is the quality we are offering. Our pay-per-view stream, bros, our live 5-hour-long pay-per-view stream has already been plotted out minute to the minute. Like, I'm fucking hosting that shit with in-ear monitors. I'm taking classes to learn how to use them shits like a news broadcaster. The production quality is going to shit on anything seen associated with battle rap to the point where it's like our live pay-per-view stream is going to look better than edited Twiz URL videos.
Wow. Sheesh. I definitely got to see how that look now.
If you don't believe me, the service that we launched through Film On called ETV just hosted an Akon concert in England and a Bone Thugs reunion show this weekend in Cleveland. So you can check those out and see how the stream looks for your damn self.
Now, I got to ask you a question, Lush. As a promoter, I'm sure unless y'all live under a rock, everyone done heard about the whole Fredo Star, Keith Murray, Bone Crusher, Mike Jones thing, and how it didn't go down. Now, how do you feel about like mainstream rappers coming into the sport, like, and stuff like that happening? Do you think that closes the doors for them, or do you think that just makes them look somewhere else?
I mean, like, yeah, when it comes down to it, those dudes or both have been through the entire gamut. In particular, Keith and Fredro, who, I've been speaking to a lot recently, actually. They've both been through everything you possibly could in the industry. They've been courted by the A&Rs and limousines that wanted to sign them, you feel me? They got fucking the big advances. They had bottles popped. They've been on tour. They've risen, they've fallen, and risen again in different capacities. So they've been through it. This is nothing new to them. Like, promoters do J-Cat shit all the time. Promoters lie on them. I mean, it's why the fucking Janky Promoters movie was made. Like, this is nothing new. So I really don't think it overall has an effect on the landscape of the culture. I think if the high-profile matches and what goes down in those, beyond the business, but just how the whole presentation and the whole battle plays out and the aftermath of that, that's what really determines who's going to get involved in what. But you have to keep in mind, bros, that there's increasingly less and less revenue streams available for artists nowadays. Fools are not making the same dough they were making off of record sales. You like touring revenue if you have that type of buzz. Yeah, you can get touring dough. You can fucking do merchandising and advertising and shit like that. But really, when it comes down to it, there needs to be new streams of revenue for artists. So this is one of them potentially. Hopefully motherfuckers be like, yeah, if I actually rap good, I'll get paid too, not just rap somebody else's pre-written song with an auto-tune hook. That's what I'm hoping is it just reinforces the cultural and skill set aspect, the sport of hip-hop.
Yeah, hopefully it'll open up the floodgates for other artists to come in, and it'll be additional revenue for them, and it will help the battle industry as well. It'll both help each other. And I definitely understand what you're saying too about they need their own economy. Like, it needs to have its own economic backing, and the way it was working before was just not. It was just like a big circle, money going in and out, not probably being appropriated right. So there's definitely
right. And you know what, the artists, the battlers themselves have a lot of unrealistic expectations and false senses of reality. That comes from not having any sense of the industry whatsoever. And, a lot of times being from just hood environments or environments that are far removed from the industry on any level, and then they get a little bit of buzz and they kind of overestimate their position in the game, and it winds up being fucked up, So, beyond educating these dudes properly, what really needs to go down is just, whole new systems, because starting a quote-unquote league based around videos you upload to YouTube, why are you trying to do what motherfuckers was doing? We did that shit in 2008, bruh. Do something new. At least the MC War guys are trying to do something new. Yeah, sure, they fucked up. They had, shoddy business practices, won't be whoop, no horror. It just turned out fucking whack. But, can I announce something else to y'all?
Yes. Definitely.
So, we have 5 huge events in the works, already halfway booked. What I want to talk about briefly is going to be I've mentioned it before, but we're doing an event in Boston, Massachusetts on May 15th. Shout out to the homie Nakaya, you feel me? We have put together and already locked in with deposits an insane card. Like, this card is one of the best cards I've ever touched before, and it includes a rematch of one of the most viewed battles and dopest battles of all time.
Thanks.
Yeah, dog. And I'll just say like a few names that are committed to the card. I'm not going to say who their opponents are, but I will say that Goods, DNA, Roan, Charlie Clips, Arsenal, Pass, Shoddy Hora, and more.
Ooh, bringing Pass back. I like that.
Yes.
Pass,
yes.
Let's go.
So, yeah, shout out to the homie Nakaya. That's May 15th in Boston, Massachusetts. Obviously, Chilla Jones going to be on the card. 40 bars, fine ass. Yeah, it's going down.
That's Bay. That's Bay right there.
That's exclusive right there. You heard it here.
Yeah, people don't even know about that yet.
Now, another question for you. So, how do you feel about this whole daylight thing?
Yo, I mean, really, dog. I mean, daylight, everything he does is like a metaphor, and it like takes people a while to figure out. He disrespects the platforms that don't have respect, that he doesn't have respect for. When he sees people doing some clown shit, an event seems off-brand, fools are disrespecting him, not treating him properly, he's gonna always go to the antics. If it's a little battle, it's like there's so many it's very strategic with him, and it's all methodical. He has never once done anything remotely like that on my stage.
Right.
He is not the only gimmick he's ever done on my stage is put on a fucking mask because he's a homie and I treat him well, and it's like on a different level. I genuinely appreciate his talent and his ability, and he knows if he were to do an antic, it wouldn't even like offend me if that's what it was. But really, what it comes down to is like people get what. If people like act a certain way towards daylight, they're gonna get that result every single fucking time. And he fucks with me too. It's just in different ways, and it's more behind the scenes because like he knows at the end of the day I really respect him, and that's why he did all that, bro. Like it don't affect how I look at him. We still work together. He's still pretty much like, I can't say that he's my artist, you know what I mean, but he's someone that I work in conjunction with a great deal, one of the artists that I'm the closest with in the game, and I'm very, very proud of him. Me, personally, the daylight I like is the fucking, like, you know, look your killer in the eyes, like, take off the gas mask, take off the fucking, that's the daylight that I like and want to see every time, but I have respect for him as a performance artist and as a battler to, like, he's going to do what he's going to do. And, like, I know a lot of people that don't give a fuck about battling or follow it in any way, but they'll watch anything Daylight uploads because he's an interesting character. He brings a lot to hip-hop. And I think I'm excited to see what the fuck he does next and where it's all going. You know, Days, but I understand why people don't like it. It's just funny to me that people want to get so butthurt and, like you know, like they actually have a horse in this race. They care so much. Like, I like to see the fans so passionate, but I think they get it twisted sometimes. They feel like Daylight's disrespecting them. It's like, it's the same shit as like when MF Doom was fucking showing up at shows that all of his fucking lame white fans did, and then it wasn't even him, it was an imposter, and he's fucking with people, but they're surprised because MF Doom already came out in the game in the beginning saying, I'm the super villain, I'm the super villain, I'm gonna fuck with all of y'all. But people just didn't even understand his artistry enough to know what the hell he was doing. Guess what? I never went to any of them shows. Every show I seen Doom at, he fucking ripped it. You know, because you have to know what's up, basically, at the end of the day.
Now, what I find interesting is every time Daylight do something, first thing fans scream is he's killing the culture. But he keeps getting booked. We keep watching the battles. I'm not going to say people enjoy it, but they're always tuning in. My biggest problem people need to, like, realize as fans is, if you're not going to stop watching him, if you're not going to stop watching battle rap, you got to just get over it. Like, I learned to see what Daylight's doing talk about it for a second in one post, one tweet, and move on. It would be stuck on it for days until the next battle. It's like, what's going on?
Exactly.
Promoters keep booking him.
That's it.
Do you feel like
they keep
booking him because they know he's going to get views or what?
Well, it's beyond views. It's the overall attention that he brings to the event. Like this event, Duel in the Desert, got a lot of coverage that typically doesn't fuck with battle rap unless it's a viral situation. You're talking this shit was on MTV News, Media Takeout, outlets that really don't cover battle rap, only when it's a very specific thing. So people, if you want a certain extra level of attention, and in addition to that, what people can say about Daylight a lot of things, but what he does do is he fucking promotes. Rappers, you got to realize we're looking at all the other shit beyond just your performance in the ring. How many blogs are you doing? How many tweets are you putting out? How much discussion are you creating with your battle? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's
definitely.
he knows Dave's smart. And you don't even have to be smart to figure out if you're a dude that has a bigger name and you're being paid by a fucking no-name league to come out and battle somebody to bring up one of their artists, well, he's going to flip the script on that. No, you're not going to come up off of me for easily $1,500. One of the main reasons beyond, the fact that the other reasons I already stated that they don't pull that shit with me or don't pull that shit with King of the Dot is because he gets good opponents. We give him the biggest names he gets. Charlie Clips, you feel me? Ice, all the fucking big battles. When he had battled Rich Dollars at the time, that was the biggest fucking thing that he had done by far. The first real official street URL rapper. That's what he's been wanting to go at. Since before he was in the game, when he was probably watching Smack DVD bootlegs and watch. It goes back like that. So
hell yeah.
He gets the opponents that he deserves on this platform. And so, every time, if you put him against, and not saying Real Deal's not a worthy opponent. Obviously, Real Deal's top tier in my eyes. But the thing is, Real Deal is not in Daylight's lane, and it don't really make sense for him to battle him. You know what I mean? So he was all right, whatever. And he did that, among other reasons. So it's that's, Day's a motherfucking anomaly, bro. He's just he's gonna get struck by lightning and turn to just dissipate into the atmosphere one day like powder.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a question for you.
I definitely trust with it.
Hey, with the with the Duel in the Desert footage going on KOTD, how exactly did that come about? Was it just because URL wasn't doing their part, or?
I mean, and here's the thing, right? If I was URL, obviously, I would probably be upset about that, and I understand that, and there probably could have been more communication from KOTD and in URL's end, just throughout that whole situation. But the thing is, the dude, it was weird because the dude Teddy Grizzle, I couldn't tell what he was doing. It first seemed he was coming to our events and soaking up game and all that shit. Then he's all right, for sure. I'm going to throw an event, you know what I mean? And he, booked, essentially, for all intents and purposes, a KOTD Fresh Coast card. Everybody was talking about what an amazing card it was, and a lot of that was because people want to fucking just dick ride URL super hard, so it's within that context. But if that was, that was the same type of cards that we was having at KOTD Fresh Coast, juxtaposing up, the top names from the KOTD realm, the motherfuckers Rum Nitty, Real Deal, you know what I'm saying, all them type of dudes with, top talent from the other side. So, that's pretty, that's one of the main things that we've been doing for the past year and a half. It was a fucking Fresh Coast card, you know what I mean? But then I was all right, for sure, he was talking to King of the Dot, and they was getting it all, put together, organized, whatever, but then all of a sudden he kind of, fell back or whatever, and I don't exactly know because he never reached out to me personally, which is the crazy thing. And I never judged him for it or whatever, but it was just dude, I'm fucking California. I'm the Fresh Coast. I've been the one doing this shit from day one. Everybody and their fucking mother knows that. He's acknowledged that in articles Battle of the Bay 5 is the best event of all time, whoopty whoopty whoom. He said, okay, said he finna top that or whatever. Okay, tight. I did that in 2009. Still no one topped it, but whatever. Fucking, the thing is, I was like, you like if you don't want to reach out to me and fuck with me, that's cool. I support it. A bunch of homies are getting shine from the event. He's like, seems like he's trying to do something positive for the culture, and he's a nice dude. So go ahead and do that. And then he rocked with Smack. Obviously people want to be affiliated with the brand that holds the most weight. It makes sense. So he tried to involve Smack, but it's like from the jump, they're just on a peripheral level, and all the Smack's brand is so fucking strong. All they got to do is co-sign some shit, and it's popping on a certain level. You know what I mean? They have amazing branding like that. And they don't, here's the thing, dude, like Teddy Grizzle all tripping because Smack didn't do nothing for the event, didn't promote the event, blah, 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 blah. But like what don't make sense to me is that Smack barely does any promotion for his events. You don't need to. They have too many people going to these events. They're selling $100 million tickets to get in the door. You know what I mean? Like, they have that type of brand strength. And that's what it's so, like, it's different when you're in a city where you don't have as much of a reach. You need to have a direct reach where you're that motherfucker and you could bring out, like, if I'm doing a show in a different city, like, I could get people to come out based on my name, but what I'd have to do really is link up with the dude that runs that shit. Me, if it's L.A. or the Bay Area, like a fucking, when it's an event like that, fucking half the people there will come just to see the Lush One circus that he's put together. They know they're going to be entertained. You know what I mean? Like, that's why the people are there. That's when people are in events in Toronto, they're going to see the Organic show. When people are going to events in London, they're going to see the show. That's like a big undercurrent that people don't really fully understand because it's not really spoke on much, but it's the intangible. The same thing in NY with Smack. Motherfuckers don't, like, if there was a dude that, like, held it down in Phoenix on that level and was really that guy who, as a battler / just figure in the scene, that's how that would have been done properly. That's why motherfuckers wasn't showing up in droves. It wasn't being promoted right and whoop. Like, that ain't really on Smack, but, like, I get it. And then guess who fucking wound up at the end of the day, despite the fact that they were kind of, like, not even, like, in the loop from the jump. Organic and Avocado and all them dudes came out to the event. Aspect was there. Hella Fools from King of the Dot were there, like, and made that shit straight. Had that shit dope. You feel me? Like, and if it wasn't for them, I don't know what would have fucking happened to that event at all on any level, to be true. But they helped get it, But at the end of the day, there's sick battles, classic footage. Go get that fucking pay-per-view. I'm sure it's going to be crazy. Like, so, like, respect, like, and, yeah, the battles are coming out on King of the Dot because King of the Dot, low-key, like, made that shit go down. And, when Teddy's coming to the Bay, obviously we'll be involved in that because, that's us. And anything that goes down in the Bay in battle rap, period, from day one has always involved us. So that's it. And we're excited to work with him on that and a bunch of other things we got coming up. So, it's crazy.
I was kind of glad to see that King of the Dot was putting him out personally, man, because I mean,
now
nothing
they're
against
going to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Now,
and that's the thing. That's another part of the branding strength of Smack. You don't need to put out – it's a bad look for him to put out battles that aren't in conjunction with his brand and are going to be a good look. So he's choosy, and he puts it in the vault. It raises their value. Like King of the Dot, we operate on a different level. One of our key strengths is consistency, constantly putting out shit, constantly putting him out in a reliable time frame that's, designated by a schedule. Like, it's a whole different – it's the opposite approach, and we each are doing our thing as far as that goes. But, yeah, so now we know the battles are all coming out. It worked out perfect. The Avocado's doing a great job editing them. And wait till y'all see the fucking flatline and blackout cars. Motherfuckers about to be having to buy, like, 10 new pairs of their cheap-ass, like, 10 packs of whatever knockoff brand boxers they be wearing. You know what I mean? Because fools are going to nut in their pants.
I got another question. It's actually something me and a couple of other battlers have been wondering. When is the next time King of the Dot is coming to the Bay?
Okay, so check this out. We have a smaller event that we're doing on November 8th. That is going to be...
Oh, that's the one that Urban Battle in. I know about that one.
Right. And that shit's actually going to be hot because we have some dope battles on there. We got Active versus AB Hoggish. We got like there's a bunch of dope battles on there. Yeah. Trey Vicious versus Fredo is on that card. We got fucking we're doing a fucking contest of a bunch of the you know, mid-tier DC dudes, all gonna fucking, but some of them are real dope. You know, we're gonna have a contest, and they're all doing a tournament, a little like one-round tournament joint, and the winner of that shit is gonna get a spot on the card is gonna get a spot on the Ether card versus a name, you know, versus a name battler, because we trying to show love. So that shit's going down that day as well. Plus, you know, Diz is gonna be in the house doing a Q&A, little Bay Area press conference, so everybody's gonna get to see that. And there's fucking a headline Big T battle versus a mystery opponent. So Big T's going to be battling a big Nick. Yeah. So that's November 8th in the Bay. That's a little, you know, just a little fun in between joint. I think we calling that shit like Guaranteed Fresh or something like that, right? And then the next battle of the Bay is going to be sometime in the first 3 months of 2015.
That's what's up. Wow. Hey, so when we getting Disaster up here?
On the radio show?
Yeah.
Oh man, that motherfucker would have called in tonight, man. Like whenever y'all doing it next, let me know. I'll make sure that fucking terrorist is up on there.
Hey, we got that Wednesday if he's available.
Yeah, you know.
Well, you know, I got him in a hyperbolic rhyme chamber right now. He's fucking, you know, he's locked in, just really fucking, dude. He's deep in the zone, and but
that's what I like to hear.
Exactly, but you know, sometimes he emerges. You can see your boy Cass get it in, like all that shit, man. By the way, shout out to Cass, the entire Larceny fam. Shout out to OG Cook, you feel me? Big OG Cook, president of Rough Riders West Coast, who helped broker the entire battle with the homie G Money and me. Like, if it wasn't for Cook, the Cassidy battle wouldn't have been happening. If you do a little bit of research, you'll know that Cook is that guy on several levels.
I got a question. Now, is Chubby Jag versus Cortez, is that confirmed yet, or is that just like a circulator?
That is not confirmed, but there's a very good chance. You know what I mean? There's a very, very good chance. We have one that's confirmed. So it depending on the clamoring we get from the people, like we could definitely make that pop.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sounds like y'all got a lot in the works, man.
Yeah, y'all do. Y'all got a lot of shit coming up.
Well, it's funny because, you know, obviously we work for Film On and shit, but people are funny. People are stupid as fuck if they think that's the only multimillionaire / billionaire that we working with. So, yeah. So, and, you know, we just happen to really like battle rap. That's what we into. So we're going to make sure that this whole shit's fun for a long time and the culture continues to grow, because we wouldn't even be close to where we're at without battle rap and, of course, God. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Like I'm just looking at my chain right now. I got the Chanel vintage, you know, 18 karat joint, you know, from like 1965 and shit, but it looks like it's made in 2018. Shit's just really inspiring. It makes me want to even go harder. I'm looking at my rose gold watch, feeling the same way. But then, like, I reach in my pocket and I feel and then I just feel the 45 and I just feel even more secure.
Well then, shit.
I mean, that's how you gotta be, man. I mean, that's what's up, though.
I got three 18-year-olds walking around with AKs with me everywhere I go. It's just super fun, bro. Like,
Hey, you work hard, you gotta protect what you work for, man. I mean, that's without
absolutely.
question. You know,
absolutely. It's a beautiful thing, bro. It's a beautiful thing. We're all, like, I really want to see everybody just beyond just, like, achieving the levels that people are monetarily. And on that level, I want to see people, like, really just evolving as humans, because there's so much we have to learn about like, the way that we're connected in ways that people don't even comprehend or think about, and how battle rap is a catalyst for the transference of so much powerful energy that affects so many people. It's like once you really tap into that, you'll have a deeper understanding of really what the fuck we're out here doing. And when I say we, I mean the collective we, as in me, as in you, as in us, because it's us.
Yeah. Hey, Lush, you got something? Shout out what you got to shout out because it's about to cut off the air.
Man,
shout out G2 and Dre. Go ahead.
So G2 and motherfucking Dre, you feel me? Man, y'all already know what time is it. This shit's crazy. Westside 5150 Crib Gang holding it down. They can't fucking lock any of us up. We gonna beat the case every single fucking time. You know, Los Carneles, No Stone Ganga, it's La Familia. Break that shit down, homie, because y'all don't know what the fuck is up. Shout out to everybody. RMBVA. Filmon.com/rap. Get the pay-per-view for the low before the price raises. Love y'all all. Thank you very, very much to homie D-Pain and everyone else for having me up on this joint, man. Y'all are stellar as always.
Yo, salute, man. We appreciate you, man.
All right, brother. Take it easy now. All right, stay smooth.
Peace.
That's a wrap, y'all. I'll hold it y'all in the book.
Dope.
Peace and chicken grease.